Hello and welcome. My name is Arian Ney. I'm the founder and CEO of Evolve Media. I'm an award-winning public speaker. I'm a coach. I'm a philosopher. I am everything I want to be, and so are you. And in this video, we'll be talking about a very important topic. Most entrepreneurs are not achieving the results they want and have deserved in their lives. And I want to drastically change this and show you exactly how you can get all the results that you've always longed for. So, I was recently giving a speech at the Entrepreneurial Congress here in Germany, which is the biggest conference for real estate investors. And this was actually one of the topics I was talking about, or actually the speech. And I basically transferred it and put it into this presentation so that you can also take this away from yourself. So starting off, let's face it, most entrepreneurs mistake movement for achievement. They're busy hustling, yet they get nothing done. And being fully honest, hustling is one of the words that we hear and listen to all the time, especially if you listen to people like Gary Vaynerchuk, without even having understood what it really means. And I want to dissect this because what happens to many people that just hustle is exactly this. They start chopping wood with an axe that isn't sharp. And what happens is, yeah, you might be chopping wood, but is it really productive or efficient? No, it isn't. So I want to make sure that with this video, we're able to sharpen the axe so that when you chop the wood, it actually makes sense and you're being efficient and productive. And in order to explain all this, I came up with a rule, which I call the Trinity Rule. It's based on different methods, rules, and concepts that I've came along on my entrepreneurial journey. And I've put them together and created Trinity Rule, which I'll be now sharing with you. So, when achieving results, the thing is, most of us, we actually don't see any results unless we add three crucial components. The first of them being time. If we invest time into something, of course, that's important so that we can actually work on the things, but you also need energy as well as focus. So these are the three components that are establishing basically the Trinity Rule: time, energy, and focus. And I will get into why they are so important on the next slide. So if results are a product of time, energy, and focus, we have to fully understand what they all mean. So with time, for example, I've just talked about time. It's a very simple concept. Time is literally the 24 hours that we have available in the day. And it's important to understand we all have the same time, right? So time, we'll get into this later, is a component that we cannot optimize too much. Yet energy consists out of basically, I would say, three big components. The first of them being sleep, a healthy sleep. I don't want to get into too much detail here, but most people need approximately 8 hours of sleep, and a good combination of REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, as well as deep sleep. If you want, we can make a whole nother video about how you get good sleep, but just covering the basics here. Then as well, food. Adding nutrition to our body that enables us to have no inflammation, to basically perform on our peak performance. Then also sports, of course, right? Those I would say are the three most important criteria alongside with breaks. But yet again, if you want to make a whole another video on that, let me know. And then the third component is the focus. And when Bill Gates and Warren Buffett were asked what is the one single most important thing that made them successful, they both answered focus.
Shortly after I met Bill Gates, Bill's dad asked each of us to write down on a piece of paper one word that would best describe what had helped us the most. Bill and I, without any collaboration at all, each wrote the word focus.
And I want to really get into why this is so important here in a second. So when we look at time, we understand that we all have 24 hours. So it's basically a component that we can optimize from 1 to 10. Right? There is an absolute number of hours that we can optimize, and once we have those 24 hours, there is no more. We can't add time to our day, yet what we can do is understanding that time is, well, expandable, and it's also compressible. But just for the sake of this simple rule, the Trinity Rule, I want to leave the concept very simple and just say, all right, time is 24 hours, and that's what we have in a day. Second point is energy. With energy, it's the same thing. If you have great sleep, if we eat great nutrition, and if you also do workout sports, we can basically optimize our energy from 1 to 10. right? And I think if you have all these 3 things covered, you can easily get to an 8 or a 9 when it comes to energy. And then for the 10, there are many more detailed things that you can do to get there. But now, the most important factor, and this is what I really want to point out, is focus. Because focus allows us to optimize not from 1 to 10, which is very limited, but from 1 to unlimited, to infinity. And this really explains why we're all living on the same planet, yet some people become extraordinarily successful and others don't. Some become extraordinarily wealthy and others don't. Yet we all have the same 24 hours. We have the same resources. We have the same access to information. So this is really the key component, focus. Focus that differentiates the people that get what they want in life and that don't get what they want in life, right? So investing the according time, pairing it up with a high energy, and then also, and this is the most important one, being focused while working. I want to tap into the focus a bit more and expand on a concept that I've seen by Sam Ovens. And I really like this concept, but I want to expand further onto it because I want to visualize and really show you how this works into play. So what you can see here is basically us humans, right? This gray little circle is us as a human. And when we work, we have the ability to work on different things, right? We're not born knowing exactly what we should do and then just go straight into that direction. No, oftentimes we go into different directions. So if we have a business, we might be doing PR, marketing, sales, all these different things, social media marketing, and we don't really grasp or don't really take the time to step back and really look at, hey, what is actually the one thing that is bringing me forward the most? So if you look at the Pareto Rule, the Pareto Principle, you know that 20% of all input causes 80% of all output, right? So the goal really is here with our work units that we have, and one work unit, as you can see here, is time times energy, right? So time, basically each arrow is one time unit, and usually the length of this arrow is the energy, right? So let's say in this example we have exactly 8 time units. So let's say that's 8 hours that we work in this day. And right now, this person, this example, is spending 8 different time units, 8 hours in 8 different directions. So that means 1 hour would be checking mails, 1 hour would be doing social media, 1 hour would be doing sales, and so on and so on. You understand the concept. So what really is your goal as an entrepreneur? Your goal is to step back, look at your company, and be brutally honest with yourself to understand, all right, what is the one thing that is bringing me forward the most? What are the 20% input that cause 80% output? So with that being said, let's assume we figure out what that one thing is, all right? We found this one activity. Let's say it's sales, right? It's not doing social media, it's not doing PR, it's not all doing all these different things. Let's figure out for our business, for this example, is actually doing sales, actually getting on the phone, actually doing cold looms, actually creating an online funnel, an online marketing funnel, which we actually generate sales and revenue through. So once we do that, we realize, all right, now we have these 7 other time units that we can choose and add on to sales. And this is what it looks like, right? So now what happens is, we had this comparison without focus. We are this human that is going into 8 different directions for 1 hour, not really achieving anything because we're not being focused. We're not deep into the tasks. We're not understanding what the 20% input are that are causing the 80% output, right? But with focus, you can see here, we can get much further into the one direction that we actually want to get into. And to put this even into more perspective, I want to show you here. It's just crazy. Like that could be each and every single day, right? A person that is focused and a person that is not focused, right? The top example is like he's working just 1 hour on the one important thing, yet the other person is dedicated all the 8 hours and all the focus, really focused on one task that is bringing him all the results. When we look at that over a long period of time, right? Over a long period of time, we can really understand why some people become extremely successful and other people don't. This is what overnight success looks like, yet it is In this case, I think it's 17 days of focused work versus 17 days of unfocused work. Really take this in. This graphic is a perfect representation of an entrepreneur that is working without focus and an entrepreneur that is working with focus. This is an example of the 17 days. One person is here and the other person is there. And now assume or think about and extrapolate this with the compound effect, thinking about not one day, not 17 days, but 100 days, 365 days, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. This will completely change the outcome of your entrepreneurial journey. So now, of course, the question is how to learn this life-changing skill of focus. Well, comment down below and let me know if this is a video you would like me to make, a video on how you can get focused, because there are different tools like meditation, like dual MBAC, crazy apps, crazy activities that I can all show you and explain to you how they can increase your focus. But also let me know what other videos would you like to see. This is my first video. I'm so excited to be just talking to you guys, just sharing with you guys, sharing all the things that I've learned through my mentors, through my work experience, through my actual work experience, through all the countless mistakes I've been making and I'm still making, but also through the few things that I've been doing right. So let me know, nation, in the comments down below, what are videos that you would like to see? Is it networking, how to create an amazing network, how to have a great sleep, how your work setup should look like, how to do sales? I mean, there's just countless videos that we could do. So please let me know. I'm super excited. Yet again, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel to see more content that I'm preparing for you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and also activate that little notification bell. I don't know, I'm new to this YouTube game. So I'll see you all in the next time. Until then, I'm super excited.